Creamy struts round the corner. All right, hot stuff. And casts Charm Person. This is a question for you rather than me. Do you want her to cast it at level 2 or level 1?
What's the difference?
I'll tell you.
Doesn't level 2 just charm more than one
When you
person?
cast a spell a slot at second level or higher, you can target one additional creature. Oh, okay. So I thought it was higher difficulty cast, but I guess it's just level 1 then.
Unless there's that other guard inside.
No, he's run off.
Okay.
Okay, so he has to make a spell save, I guess. Wisdom saving throw. And does so with advantage. Oh no, we're not fighting it. A wisdom saving throw.
God.
The knight starts to shout, "It's you, one of the jailbreakers! And then the spell hits him. He stops for a moment.
Oh God!
What's her spell save DC?
It's not going to be more than that.
Fine.
Probably not.
Okay, I better dart out.
Creamy's spell save DC is... Oh, why is it not on our blooming... Oh, here we go. Spellcasting ability. 8 plus proficiency bonus. 9, 10 plus charisma modifier. 14.
I dart out and fire an arrow straight through the back of their head. Oh no!
I think that this would be initiative from here, so I won't count that. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
10.
8.
Oh!
Oh, I get a +1 to initiative because of my sentinel shield, so whatever this is, +1. Where the hell is initiative again? So 14 for me. Oh no, it's advantage, not +1, so I get another roll. Initiative. 18.
Has everyone rolled? Oh, I do. Who's controlling Creamy?
Someone else can do it. I did it last time.
I'll do Creamy's initiative anyway. Wade, Tavron, Creamy. We're waiting for. Who are we waiting for? Kurak.
That's 10.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it on. Okay, so up first is Creamy. So yeah, someone else needs to control Creamy.
What did Creamy get?
She got an 18.
Oh yeah. I'm not on the list, by the way. I also got an 18.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you can go first then.
Oh god.
Who can control Creamy? But Gigantor, you've already got control of Creamy, so you can maintain control.
Can you try and charm someone twice?
It's disadvantage if they are fighting you.
Okay. Okay. Where even is this guy?
Here. Oh, you probably can't see him because.
Oh, is he in the courtyard?
He's in the courtyard.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, what the hell's... Oh yeah, Creamy run. Okay. Oh, this has gone a bit weird. The ruler. So 0.6
kilometers.
Yeah.
Oh, I was probably on the wrong scale. Hold on.
Enormous figure.
1 grid equals 5 foot. There you go.
Okay. How far can I run? 30. Okay. 15. Oh god. Can these hedgerows? Can you?
Yeah.
How tall are they? Could I possibly jump over one?
You can jump through them, but they'll be at difficult ground. So the square adjacent to them, it will be twice speed.
Okay.
Half speed, sorry. So if you go straight through them, it'll be 2 squares that count for 10 foot.
That's alright. That works out perfectly. I storm through the hedgerow.
Okay. Boop.
Seemingly out of nowhere. And I immediately pull out my my flail and strike the man. 11. I assume that's a miss.
So that's a miss, yeah.
And yeah, I think that's the end of my go.
Okay, it's Creamy's go. You can see and control Creamy, right?
Yeah, so she'll run in. She'll probably try and smack him as well. Where's Creamy? She will try to smack him with her longsword.
That's a hit.
20 for 4 damage. And she'll use her bonus action to, who's next, do a, what is it? Bardic Inspiration to Tavron.
Okay.
Ah, fair shoe.
Is that the end of her go?
Yeah.
So Tavron, your go.
Can I go this way?
Which way? Yeah.
In fact, which way will I get the best sneak attack?
Sneak attack. You'll get a sneak attack anyway because he's engaged with an enemy, so you've got advantage.
Cool. I'll actually go this way. So I've got a nice clean shot at the back of his head. And I will have a shot with my short bow. Do I get advantage?
Yeah, Well, it's a sneak attack, so yeah, you have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a sneak attack because you have advantage. That's definitely a hit. So for how much? 9, 10, 14. A series of blows go into this, and arrows go into this unsuspecting knight, and he's looking quite damaged.
I'll
Kurak.
hide in this field.
I go charging up to him. And I attack him with my warhammer.
That's a hit.
And then use 1 key point to do flurry of blows. To do 2 more unarmed hits. Oh.
The first one hits.
Oh.
So how much damage is that?
That's 11.
He's looking very bruised and battered. He sort of turns around slowly to face you all, but he's still standing and resolute.
The last punch I did was into his throat. So he can't scream.
It's Wade the Bloodcurrant's go.
Okay, I head up to it. And smack him with blade Bloodcurrant.
That's a miss.
What a shot.
Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
So the knight shouts, "Alice, we're under attack! Get the others!"
I should have used my command. Let's go for the killer blow.
And he is going to raise his greatsword and attack Kurak with one massive swipe. 17?
Oh, if it... I've used my key weapon, so I get +2, so I've got an armor class of 17.
Yeah, so it does get you.
Oh no.
12 slashing damage.
Ah!
And then he hits you again for 10. Misses. The second guards go, and he sprints around the corner, says, so 5, 10 foot. He takes a pop shot at Creamy. And throws his spear, but it'll be at disadvantage. Wait, is he within 60 foot of you? He's not, is he?
We can't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, he is just within 60 foot of you. At disadvantage. So that was a 9. So that's a miss. A spear goes clattering into the pavement, and then he runs. Can you really not see him? He's up here.
Dynamic lighting, you can just see corridors of hedgerows.
Oh, okay. It's only Creamy that's got a good eye view of him, and possibly Gigantor can see him. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him. One in the north.
Yeah. So he throws his spear, goes clattering into the pavement short, and then he runs towards the gates of the side gate of the Bloodcurrant estate. Okay. So it's more Glasgow.
Oh, I'm gonna try and just smack this guy again with my flail. Oh, 12.
That's a miss.
And I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Creamy's game.
Creamy can. Seeing as I don't know any of her spells, I'm just gonna get her to smack him as well.
That's a miss.
Okay. Someone shut that other guy down.
Tavron's go. Tavron.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah, it's your go. He's still standing.
Yeah, I'll pop out from here.
Yeah.
Is it another sneak attack?
Yep. He's still engaged with other people.
Lovely.
That's a hit.
11.
He's looking quite hurt now. Another blow like that could, well, end him.
Flurry of
Vicious
blows.
blows.
Well. Let's see what I can do.
Okay, so are you going for lethal force or to knock him out?
Oh, I'll go to knock him out.
Okay,
Ooh.
18.
that's a hit. Just.
4. And then I'm going to do another flurry of blows. Oh.
He managed to parry both of your fists with his broadsword, sort of holding his palm against the back end, the sharp end of his broadsword, and just holding it up like a shield. So that's 4 damage. He's still standing. Blades go.
Will use my sword.
That's a hit.
Hey.
A colossal hit. Are you doing lethal damage or knocking him out?
I'm knocking him out.
Okay. Yeah. So your blade comes crashing down, lands square on his helmet with a colossal thud, and he goes to his eyes roll back into his the top of his head, and he just drops like a stone.
I can't believe you managed to hit his helmet.
Flurry of blows directly onto his helmet.
Okay. So you're out of combat now.
Where'd the other dickhead go?
He ran into the building.
Oh,
Shit.
we better disperse.
Can I investigate this hole?
Yes. Let me just put some appropriate music in.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, mysterious.
So, in front of you, some smashed paving stones, and a small pit has been dug, and there, lying at the bottom of this pit, is a series of small bones and a skull. It's broken into pieces.
Oh. Is it a baby skull?
You can attempt to try and work out something about the remains if you wish.
What would you do? Investigate or
Medicine check.
Medicine?
oh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Solid.
You get close to the ground. Your heart is kind of close in your chest, and you feel all of your muscles tensed as the weight of the knowledge that you're about to try and uncover presses on you. What you could be looking at could be the remains of your daughter, and while you're certain that you didn't kill her, you still could be facing with the actual remains of the daughter that you've been missing for 17 years. But as you get closer to the remains and look closely at the bones, something doesn't add up. You've been an investigator for over 20 years now, and you've seen your fair share of remains, even grisly children's remains, and your experience comes to play here. You're confident that the bones here have contain more than one child. They're human bones and they're children's bones, but they seem to be a mixture of bones. They're not the remains of one person, but they've been laid out in such a way that it looks like they are. The conclusion you come to is that these have been planted here.
Ah. This is some kind of fucked up kid.
You mean kids?
Yeah. This isn't a complete skeleton, I'm afraid. It's a jumble sale of bones. Are there any like animal bones in there? Am I not that good?
No, you're not that good. You think that they're all human. And but you're not a pathologist and you're not a coroner, so you wouldn't know any more than that. But you know that these are of different ages. It's possible that you could gather more information, do you think, if you could show these to the coroner?
I collect all the bones.
Okay, so make a note of those.
Children bones. That's something to put in your inventory, isn't it?
That reminds me of what the note was. The note was the bone, something about bones being taken for, moved to for burial. The coroner's note, something.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember what the note was. The note said that the remains of Peaches have been removed for burial.
Oh.
Which conflicts with what you had requested, which was explicitly that they would be burnt.
Oh. Oh, that's another problem.
That's another quest that we won't do.
So it's nothing to do with these bones.
Can I use one of my hit die now to actually gain some hit points?
Yeah. You're not on full. Have you? Did you? Oh yeah, you got hit, didn't you?
Yeah. Cool.
I think we should get out of here before
Yeah.
pleasant company come.
Do we need to go into...
There's still the house, which you could explore for, if you so wished, or you could try and get out before the other guards arrive.
I'm feeling quite strong. We can probably take them. I don't mind. Up to you guys.
We could try and hide round by the fields up here, and then as they all come down, try and get into the house while they're searching. But I fear that might not work.
Which direction is the house in?
Up here, I believe.
It's north, yeah.
I think
So you could go back around the way. Wade, you would know that. You can go back round the way you came and go in through the side door into the storeroom.
Yes, let's do that. That's exactly what I've recommended. Let's go via the storeroom.
Okay.
Lead the way.
This way.
So as you're moving around the building, you hear a hurried footsteps rushing towards the site of the unconscious guard, and some other voices shouting, "They must be still around here somewhere! Quick, spread out, look for them!" But you make your way around the other around the courtyard of the building and into the side door. I'm pretty sure the scale. This one is.
The
Yeah.
music's very epic.
Okay, let me plonk you on.
Have a little line of sight here.
That should fix it.
Uh,
It's the middle of the day. So you're in a. You entered here into the storeroom through the main gate. This is the north east corner of the villa. There's a door here leading to the next rooms.
Do you keep anything here that we should look through?
Wade, you would know this is where the bloodcurrant wine is stored in these barrels, as well as some produce things.
Well, if we want to take 5 and have a glass.
Don't want any of this shit wine.
I'll just do a general look around.
Okay,
Investigation or perception?
up to you. They might reveal different things.
Going to do investigation. So.
There's considerably less barrels here than when you left.
Oh, that's a good investigation.
Either production's slowed or somebody's been taking them.
Oh, Huckleberry has been drinking our wine.
Where's the door? Down here?
Up in this corner. There's one there, that's where you came through, and then there's a door here.
Can I peer round?
You can see through the. You can open it ajar.
Can I look through the keyhole?
Yeah. There you go. Can you see through there?
Looks
Yeah.
like the kitchen.
I'm gonna go in.
Doesn't seem to be anyone in there.
Is the door open?
Yeah, you managed to crack it open a little bit. So it opens to another door at the far end of the kitchen. Wade, do you know that opens to the dining room?
Can I take some food for rations?
Yeah, there's enough food out. It looks a bit stale, but probably edible for a couple of rations.
Fine.
Doesn't bother Kurak.
I'll take some rations too.
Delicious rations to
Well,
go
there's
with
only
delicious
enough for
rations.
2 rations, so you have to split them.
Oh, you can have them. Correct. You're the ration boy.
Are there any rats here, Wade?
There's no rats on my estate.
It's not yours anymore, though, is it?
Ooh, meow!
Well, the vermin must be eradicated.
I thought you said there wasn't any rats.
You know perfectly well what I was referring to, Kura.
The dead babies.
Soldiers framing me
Oh.
for murder.
I'm gonna look through.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
I'm struggling to see through this keyhole. I can see here, that's it.
If you move around, you can peer for it.
Looks clear to me.
Yes.
Oops.
That's good.
It looks pretty clear.
Let's go in.
Okay.
Ooh,
Just tap
bloody
on
hell,
it.
is it?
So yeah, there's you come into the dining room. It looks like it's not been cleared away for some time. There's some dust and cobwebs over the place. It's not like when you left it, Wade, when it was immaculate. So there's just the remains of a meal.
Is there any rations there?
No, this has been scraped pretty clean.
Delicious
Yeah, it's-
You can
scraps.
make a perception check to.
Can I forge together any of the meat into
Spam.
Spam rations.
Yeah, no, I don't notice anything.
a strong 3?
Can we investigate behind the fireplace for secret money?
Yeah.
20.
You do find something.
Oh.
Coal.
Scratches in the fireplace. What languages do you understand? They're right in the soot, quite far up in the fireplace.
I understand Infernal, Goblin, Common, and Celestial.
It's none of those.
Fantastic. Cool, don't worry.
Where does it say your languages again?
On your character sheet main page, I think.
Oh,
Let me
other
have a look.
proficiencies and languages. Oh, giant is the only other one I've got.
Yeah, it's not in Giant.
Elvish. Dwarvish.
But for you and Tavron, there are some similarities there. You can't understand it, but it's a language like Elvish.
Oh. But I can't understand it.
Yeah. They seem to be scratched in very minute and very fastidious handwriting. Oh, Jakey's doing a shit right behind me.
Why would there be scratches in the fireplace?
Can I do an investigation of the table?
Yep. It's a table.
Wade, was there ever a grate that went in front of this fireplace?
It was just a normal fire. It didn't have any weird scratchings as far as I knew when I was living in here. This is a new development. Probably some demon thing.
So there's a door at the far end of this room, over here.
Could we write down on a bit of paper what the scratchings are? Draw the symbols.
Yeah, you can copy them. Make a intelligence check to whoever's copying it down.
Can't
If someone's
I use?
helping, you can do it with advantage.
Can't I use my way of the brush?
What's that?
You gain proficiency with your choice of calligrapher's supplies or painter's supplies. So I can do calligraphy.
Yeah,
So I can-
I'd say that this isn't calligraphy, but
can draw it out.
I say that you can make an intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
What's
At
my-
advantage if someone's helping you.
I'll help him.
Okay.
It takes some time.
You say an intelligence check.
Yeah.
16,
So 16
and then
plus 2, 18. You make a decent job of it.
That's beautiful handwriting.
thank you. It's my way of the brush.
Perhaps you could do a life drawing of me sometime.
I will paint you one day. Holding the corpses of tons of babies. Is that what you wanted? Okay, we could go down here and have a little peer through this door.
Crank it open. And you peek through at what appears to be a library. This is the main door, Wade, to the villa.
I can
And there's
see
flight
Wade
stairs at
there.
the back here that lead up to the second floor.
Doesn't look like anyone's in there.
Can I search through these bookcases?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh. $12.
Yeah.
Or shall I roll it again?
No, that's fine. You flip through a few books. Nothing really captures your attention. There is. There's a book on the history of Mesquital. Another history book on the colonization of Chatra, and mythologies of the serpent people of Kampong, and a few poetry books as well. One of Elvish poems translated into Common, and another of Dwarvish folk tales, epic poetry.
I'll take the poetry books.
Okay.
And I start to read out aloud.
Can I use my perception to see if anything looks different in this room to how it used to be?
You don't notice any difference.
I'm going to read some poems. Can Can you tell me what they say?
Yeah, so the Dwarvish one is like Doth Onak und Tar Karik Batun.
Oh, it's elegant. Why is Wade on top of a bookcase? No.
You've left Creamy behind.
Bring out the rear.
Can the rest of us investigate the bookshelves?
You can have a browse, yeah.
Investigation 19.
Okay, you have a bit of a more thorough look. And again, you find a few interesting looking history books. One particularly grabs your interest, which is it's a history of Azeron.
Looks interesting. I'll read a passage.
You flick through the chapters, and there's a chapter entitled Ancient Bellinor and the settlements before man arrived in Azeron. You can continue reading if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So the passage describes the gnomish city of Bellinor, which was a vast series of tunnels and labyrinth passages under the flat plains, coastal plains of Azeron. Long before humans had arrived in Terenthia, and soon after the elves and gnomes had arrived here from the Feywilds. So for 1,000 years, Bellinor was a thriving capital of trade, invention and industry, as industrious gnomes worked away deep under the ground. But tragedy befell the city of Bellinor. 3 refugees cast out from the Feywilds asked the gnomish king of Bellinor to take refuge in their grand city. The gnomish king, being a fair and just leader, granted these Fey folk asylum in the city of Bellinor, and soon after, Bellinor began to experience a run of incredibly bad luck and misfortune, which saw bloodshed against brothers, infighting, floods, plagues, and year upon year there's just misfortune and misery affecting the city of Bellinor. All the while, the asylum seekers from the Feywild seem to grow stronger and more powerful, until eventually they took the king's own daughter and sacrificed her at the very deepest part of the city of Bellinor to open a way back to their homeworld and regain some of their old power. For these Fey creatures were Fey no longer. They had descended and become hags. One of them had become a sea hag, a creature affiliated with water and the sea, the deep and nasty things that live in the depths. One of them had become a green hag, affiliated with dark forests and druidic magics of foul nature. And the third one, Andromeda was her name. They were called Pandora, who was the sea hag. Persephone, who was the sea hag. Pandora, who was the green hag, and the leader of the hags, Andromeda, had made some kind of deal with a demonic entity and become a night hag, a fiendish creature, leaving her fey ancestry far behind. Together, these three hags doomed Bellinor. It is rumoured that they still haunt the ruins of Bellinor and beyond into the city of Azeron, causing mischief and mayhem wherever they tread.
They're not the girls, are they? Girls' names. The orphan kids that we found.
What were their names?
What are the names again?
The names of the girls were Anna. I've got them written down here.
Why does Persephone ring a bell?
Didn't we meet this sea hag?
Oh, here we go. Tattoo Unimore, symbol related to the old fairy tale. Fey Princess Titiania, something. Fey Princess. Evil Sisters. Plan to murder. I've just got scribblings, so I can't make out what the hell I was even writing.
You'd heard a story similar to that before about the legend of the Yawning Moor,
Yeah.
the sisters of Titania, the queen of the Summer Court in the Feywilds, who had three sisters, who were Andromeda, Persephone, and Pandora, who were corrupted by evil, planned to kill their sister and take power of the crown for themselves, rule over the Summer Court. But they were banished by Titania and expelled to the prime material plane, where they would wither and die. But the sisters used the power of the Yawning Moor to open a gate. By casting a dark ritual, they opened this gate to the Feywild and used their magic to rebirth themselves every 17 years.
Diego's book has Persephone underlined. So that witch was Persephone.
Well, that one on the island of Eel. Oh my god, it's all linked. It's all linked, guys. Persephone, that Eye of Eels,
My daughter went missing 17
Wade
years
murdering
ago.
his daughter in cold blood. It's all linked.
Way to Bloodcurrant! We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up, and there will be no need for bloodshed.
There will be a blood current. Rah!
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, you did just sit down and start reading books from the library for a while.
A strong 4.
Can you... Oh, I've still got the turn counter open, that's lucky.
18.
Uh-oh. All these numbers coming up.
We've captured Wade. We're on your side.
Okay. Descending. Right, so it is Taveron first.
What
not on there, by
direction
the
are
way.
these voices coming from? Or have they literally surrounded us?
You're coming from directly out the front door.
Oh shit, I didn't roll for... Did you roll for Creamy? And by the way, I got an 18. And I'm not
Oh,
on
I
the
rolled for
tracker.
Creamy, hold on. I presume that Creamy's in the same room as you.
Yeah. And can you put me on the turn tracker, please? I got an 18.
Where do these stairs lead to?
They go upstairs to the second floor.
Delaya. Can we not all just leg it up the stairs?
Yeah, you can. Where are you? 18. Oh, okay, yeah, you're on this turn tracker.
What should we do, guys?
Judging by the amount of people that rolled then, probably run away. We'd probably take them, but probably run away is better.
So there's 3 doors out of this. There's the one you came in by the storehouse. There's the front door from where you can hear the voices, which is right here. And there's the side door that leads to the back to the vineyard.
The way we came in basically leads to the same side of the house, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It leads to there, pretty much.
I think we
Up the
should
stair?
run upstairs and then funnel them up if we need to fight.
Upstairs and jump out the window.
Upstairs.
Oh,
Okay. So you head up the stairs.
what is this chicken thing on the turn tracker?
What chicken thing?
It's got like 21. What is that?
It's a man.
Is it?
Alright. In which case, I think as you rush up the stairs, we will leave it there for tonight because I haven't made the upstairs map yet.
Did you think we were going to just run out?
I didn't think you'd just sneak in, knock out a guard, run into the room, and then start reading books in the library.
It's very interesting.
Okay. Well, that was a good session, chaps.
Indeed.
Very good.
Nice.
I think you're beginning to piece it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Need to dig up peaches. Burn.
Mhm.
Need to dig up peaches and burn her.
Right. I will get off then, and I will see you next week, probably.
Yeah, see you.
Oh yeah,
Hope
I
you
won't be here because
Well-
I'll be in Lisbon. But carry on.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's Easter Monday. It's next week.
No, that's the Monday
No.
after.
I've lost track of time.
We could do it later in the week if it's better for people, because I'm actually going to Scotland next weekend. I'll be back by
I'm
Monday,
easy.
so I can do Monday.
I could do Tuesday.
I'm off all week.
Okay.
I do one.
Well, let's just do Monday then.
15th?
Is that the
Cool.
Monday?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Sounds good.
See you.
See you then.